Hello everyone, Picky Plays here and welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a very special speed build. We are doing a speed build of the trainer's starter home in the new Pokemon Sword and Shield Generation 8, which is coming out later this year, which takes place in the Gala region, a region which is presumably based loosely on the UK. And being from the UK myself, I am really excited about that. Like, seriously, I cannot wait to play these games. Biggest question I want to ask everyone: are you team Scorbunny, Sobble, or Grookey? Me. Has to be Scorbunny, hands down. Scorbunny for me. I am so having him as my starter. Just what's not to like? Look at him, he's just so cute. So yeah, that's who I'm going to be choosing for my starter Pokemon in Generation 8. As for which version I will choose, I am not 100% sure yet until I know more about what we get in different versions of the game. But if anything, I'd probably go with Sword, but that could change. So if I had to pick right now based on nothing, I'd probably choose Sword, but I'm not making any solid decision until we actually know more about the games themselves. Anyway, did anyone actually scream at their computer or their iPhone or whatever when they actually found out about these new games? Because yeah, I may have screamed so much that my wife actually thought something was seriously wrong. But no, I wasn't screaming because I was in pain. I was screaming in actual pure excitement for these games. So it was actually pretty funny when she actually came. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, the new Generation 8 game, and it's based on the UK. And she's like, seriously? That's it? I was like, yeah, that's it. And it's like, yeah, that was actually really bad, but she just doesn't understand my excitement for these games. And I'm sure every single Pokemon fan out there feels the same way I do about these games, especially if, like me, you're from the UK and have been waiting like forever for Pokemon to actually do a region based on the UK. How many bloody times did I just say UK then? I need to stop talking and stop saying about UK and probably start focusing more on this actual speed build that I'm actually doing, instead of just yabbiting on about my excitement for the new Pokemon games, because everyone might not share my excitement. I hope you do, but yeah, I guess everyone's not the same. Anyway, in dedication to the new games, I got inspired to do a speed build based on the new games, more specifically the starter home of the trainer, specifically the female trainer that we see coming out of the house, which we presume is the starter home. So yeah, I got inspired to build the starter home of the female trainer. Presumably it will be the male trainer's house as well, and I have tried to make it look as much as I can like the cottage in the trailer, but obviously it won't be the same. I've tried to add as much greenery as I can to the actual house, because obviously in the trailer you saw like quite a lot of greenery and plant pots and that. Had vines going up the side of the house, and you had a wheelbarrow in the front garden, but we actually don't have wheelbarrows. Oh well, I haven't seen any wheelbarrows in The Sims 4. So the new Strangerville game pack, I used the bathtub that had the plants in. I thought that went really well, and it kind of like gives it that theme. I know we've got where I live, we've got old boats that have been used as plant pots, and it's really quite cool. This speed build, I tried to use more items from the Get Together and the Vampire game pack. I just thought they went really well together. You know, the old-fashioned theme, the Windberg had like the European style like themes, and the vampire one has quite like old oldish kind of like fashioned furniture. I didn't obviously use everything from them game packs, but I tried to use as much as I could from that game pack and from the Get Together expansion pack. I'm hoping in the next month or so that I will buy Outdoor Retreat as well for the rustic items that actually comes with that pack. I think they'd complement Get Together and the Vampire one really well for like building these like country style homes. I was meant to have a different speed build based on a cafe in Castleton in the Peak District, UK, but I obviously decided to pick this instead because I can literally make this cafe anytime. So there's no major rush to actually build this cafe, but yeah, I've given you a bit of insight on what I am intending to build next, and it will be like a kind of like similar style theme to the cottage / house or whatever you want to call it that I'm actually building right now. So the style will be like very similar, quite old fashioned, stuff going up the side of the building, the old fashioned walls that you see in the countryside, that kind of thing. So yeah, look out for that coming in about a week or two. I kind of hope to make that my next video, but I've only so far part recorded it, so yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. There is actually 2 bedrooms in this cottage and 1 bathroom. There's a kitchen diner, and as you come through the main door, there is like a nice little sitting area, and there's a fire. There's a fire in the kitchen as well. There's 2 chimneys, so I thought, yep, 2 fires it is then. Even though most UK houses take the actual chimneys, not the chimneys out, but they'll take the fireplaces out and either just seal it up completely, or they'll use them as some kind of decorative display thing. I know one of my friends, she owns a cottage, but none of the fireplaces actually work. They're all sealed up and no longer in use. They're just literally there for decoration purposes. But it's still all there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, a lot of people do not use them anymore unless you go where I go, to Castleton, and you get to sit in a nice little pub, and there's about 3 different open fires, and you get to sit near them and have a nice pint of cider. Yeah, that's the one. Absolute beaut. And I would recommend anyone who hasn't done so, go to the countryside, sit in a nice country little pub, by the fire, drink your pint of cider or beer, whatever floats your boat. It's perfect. But as you can see here, I'm actually just toggling with the inside, the doors. I was going for a more rustic feel to this actual place. I know in the trailer for the Pokemon Sword and Shield, when we looked inside the trainer's bedroom, it was quite modern inside. But obviously, as I said, this is inspired because of this trailer, but exactly not the same. And I probably will actually use this house in the future. Might change a few little bits, but I think it'd be quite nice to use for some outdoorsy sim. Someone that likes to garden. Maybe put a few vegetable garden patch things in the back. I think that'd look really nice. So I do intend on actually using this house again. I'm not sure when. It could be in a few months, could be a few years, but I do intend at some point in actually using this little cottage again, because I'm quite happy with it, especially the front of it. I didn't think I'd be able to make it look as nice as I thought I would. I expected it to look, I don't know what I expected it to look, but I didn't think it'd turn out as nice as what it has done. Maybe I just have no confidence in myself. Which, yeah, I really don't have any confidence, to be honest. But so I am actually pretty happy with how this has actually turned out. Another thing about the Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer, a lot of people picked up on the old-fashioned radiators. It's actually rare that a house would actually have them kind of radiators in them. I know my home, oh my god, whatever you want to call it, does not have the old-fashioned radiators that are portrayed in Sword and Shield. But, again, is my mention against Castleton because I absolutely love the place. I stayed overnight in February because I went on a walking holiday. So we went up some mountains, did some hiking and all that lot. And the radiators there in the actual hotel room were literally like the ones in the Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer. But yeah, it's not actually a common thing to actually have like radiators like that in British homes. But I really do like the way that they perceive like the countryside. If only more of the UK was actually like the way Sword and Shield portray it, that would actually be so good. And the way that they've like flipped the map literally on its head, that is just awesome. You know, I didn't even realise it at first until like I watched one of these analyst videos. I think it was A Drive I actually watched. Like you know, when they do like the analysis thingy-bobby things, and yeah, I didn't even notice that. And at first, I'm going to admit this, but I did not. I thought London was the red brick city, but I think most people actually made that mistake. And obviously, we actually know it's so right at the top of the map, and then everyone's like saying what this city in the middle could be. People are saying Edinburgh, Manchester, Sheffield. Yeah, there's loads of different speculations going around what that is actually based off. Sheffield, which is close to where I live, is actually a city known for its steel. Because all like the steel like things like going on in the trailer in that city. I think it could be based on Sheffield. I could be wrong because I can see things of Manchester in it as well. So it's like, is it into it? Or it could have been it could be a mix of all sorts. No one knows for sure, do we, at the end of the day? So we'll just have to wait and see if they actually, you know, say anything about it. There's been a lot of memes, you know, things going around, little joke things about, you know, what they could have called Pokemon Sword and Shield. These are the few of my favourite ones. Pokemon Tesco's, Pokemon Greg's, which side are you on? A little bit of a Brexit joke thing. Pokemon Leave, or are you Pokemon Remain? And another one, not as less common, but I saw it probably about the first day it released. Pokemon Croydon or Pokemon Slough. So yeah, there's quite a lot of like fun little meme things going around the internet at the moment in regards to Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you know any good ones, link me down below. I'd like to take a look. You may have noticed in this cottage I haven't paid as much attention to the inside as the outside. Well, I feel like I haven't put as much effort into the inside as the outside. But I have tried to like give it that old like kind of like rustic feel, like, you know, you've got the Harry Potter styled dining room table thing and little candle light thingy-bobs, and yeah, you got like old fashioned like bookshelves. Like normally I wouldn't even like consider decorating a house in like dark furniture. I'm always like quite a modern person when it comes to like the inside of my homes, especially if I'm actually playing them. I want them to be nice, light and modern. So this is like completely different for me, but I tried to, as I said, I tried to spend more time on the actual outside, you know, spend more time on that, because I wanted to, you know, try and recreate that image in the trailer. So that's why I put so much effort into the front of it. I didn't even know what I was going to do with the inside. At first, I wasn't even going to do anything with the inside. And I thought, okay, to try the, turn this into like a little pretty little cottagey thingy. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Coming to the end now, and yep. So I don't have to bore you with all my Pokemon jibber jabber anymore. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, criticize, and don't forget to let me know if you're on team Scorbunny, Grookey, or Sobble. And as always, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Bye bye for now.